So first thing is, let's create a blueprint for a pickup item. Just like we had a pickup ammo item, we'll be having a similar blueprint for the pickup item for the M4A1 as well. So if you go over to the blueprint, and if you look for the generic, and that's the paint volume, and if I look at, this is the weapons and this is ammo pickup, basic projectile. So let's have a weapon pickup as well. So this will be an actor, a simple actor, and this will be M4A1 underscore pickup. Okay, simple M4A1 pickup, and this is simply going to have a skeletal mesh because our M4A1 is a skeletal mesh, and I'll just call this M4A1 and end it there. And maybe I'll just make this the default, and okay, and the skeletal mesh will be M4A1 body. Okay, and then if you really want, you can also have you can also have it as, you can also have the silencer in if you really want. So if I right click, or if I just say another skeletal mesh, and I can call this silencer, and this will be M4A1 silencer, and it sits right where it's supposed to sit. Okay, and then again, you know what, I think I'll just bring in a root, a scene component. I shouldn't have deleted that, in fact. So this will be M4A1. I'll just copy, or I'll just put it in, and I'll make this the new root, and I'll replace this and rename this as root. And then I can actually play around with my M4A1 like that. That's my root, and M4A1 is, if I do that, okay, this is the root component, this is the M4A1, and let me actually center it like that and compile it and save it. Let me see what it looks like in the level. So if I just break it up and drop it inside, and if I just push it up a bit, if I go closer, it's, I don't know, if I think it's pretty small. Let me check anyways. Yeah, it's very small. It's like a toy gun. So this has to be first scaled up. If I go over to my M4A1 and I'll scale it up to 3, there you go, and again move it back to the center by 30, there you go, save, and now you can see that it's a little bigger and it's looking a lot better. Now this will be hanging up in the air. At the same time, I don't want this gun to be simply sitting out there and doing nothing. Right now it's got no collision, of course, and we have to write code for that. But let's not just make it sit. Let's not make this pickup item just sit there and do nothing. Let's make it rotate. So let's go back to M4A1 pickup, and inside event graph, and I'll get rid of all of this. I don't need, I need the actor begin overlap later on, but for now I'll just use event tick so that I can make it rotate, and I'll simply say add actor, add actor local rotation. Okay, and if I right click and split, and I just want to rotate it along yaw, so this will be that. So let's see what happens. So if I go over and play, and it's actually rotating, but it's very slowly. It's rotating very slowly. There you can see that it's rotating, but it's very, very slow. So if you want to speed it up, of course, you have to give it some offset. You can have a variable. You can call it a rotation offset. Okay, and this will be a float variable, and save it, and let's give it some value like 5, I don't know, and this will be multiplied, whatever the delta seconds is, let's multiply that float by float, and then give it the rotation offset. So multiply that, and whatever the result is, we'll go over and connect to the yaw, and it'll just rotate along the yaw. Now let's see, if I hit play, now it's rotating. Let's see whether it's rotating fine. Is it rotating along the pivot? I think it's fine, but the rotation offset needs to go up a bit because it's right now too slow. So click on rotation offset, and I'll make this 10, and there you go. If I go there you go. Alright, so now it's rotating fine. Maybe 20, I don't know. 20 is gonna be good, or 25. I think I'll lock it at 25 and I'll be done with it. That's good. Alright, so I'm happy with that rotation value and the way it's rotating. The next step is obviously to pick it up when we run over it. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna save that, and the pickup is fine. And what we're gonna have to have to check on actor begin overlap is, first we have to cast to player like that. Okay, and if it is true, then first we'll just add a print string. It's a good way to debug, and we just say m4a1 picked up, there you go, and picked up, right? And compile that, save that, and if I do that, okay, I think it's got, hang on, click on M4A1 and look at the collision offsets here, or presets. Oh, it says no collision, so I'll say generate overlap events, and also do that, and collision presets will be overlap or dynamic, right? So then I'll just say play, and now when I go here and it says M4A1 picked up, now obviously it needs to destroy it right away. So it needs to say, first let's have a variable here, and we'll just say picked up did pick up. This will be a boolean variable. There you go, and we'll check whether the pickup is already true or not. We'll say get pickup and say is equal to true, or is equal to false. If it's equal to false, then we'll say if, we'll get a branch, connect that here, okay, and then only if it's true, let's see, or I'll just connect that, I'll disconnect that for now, just a bit. And if it is true, then we go ahead and actually cast it to player. Okay, just like that, and maybe I'll just bring it back here, and let's actually give it a readout node so that looks good, like that, and move these guys back here, right? So if it did pick up, then if it is true, if it's not, I mean, did pick up is false, which means that the player is running over for the first time. So what you do is you cast it to the player, you do something out here. So for now, let's say just print string, and we'll just type in picked up, and then after that we will set this to true. Okay, now obviously the print string is going to go away, but just wanted to check that it works. Okay, and as player, if you want, you can do something or not at all. So let's go back to play, let's look at it, and it will just be picked up once. Okay, you can't pick it up again. Now obviously after a delay you can you can have an explosion there, saying that okay, some kind of smoke or something, and then make the actor disappear, just like we did for our ammo pickup. So let's do that. So let's say spawn emitter at location, and emitter would be, let's say, ambient dust, or let's look for smoke. Is there any smoke? I think. Let's see what it looks like. I can't see anything. Let's look for sparks. Okay, I think that keeps on coming out. Anyways, so let's see M4A1 auto destroy, and let's look at steam lit. That's also okay. I don't want to change any of these materials. I should be able to see it. I don't know why I'm not able to see it. But anyways, let me actually drag and drop this onto the level and see if it even works. It does, but it's too big and the lifespan is too big. So I think explosion is the best. Like always, we'll keep it consistent. Explosion, and the location would be the location of this. Get world location. There you go. Connect that.